If I was just to generally describe how your arms work, I would say you have a lot of kind of rolling of the forearms, a lot of opening and rolling of the face. And we tend to see that on the forward swing as well, a lot of rotation or rolling. That at times can be difficult to time because you're really timing how the hands are closing the face through impact. That's where sometimes, as I mentioned, you might struggle to control the draw. What I'm going to give you and what I mentioned in the video is an idea of how I want your left arm to be working. Now, I mentioned in the analysis, if I held my left arm out straight, my elbow is facing down, this side of my elbow is facing slightly inwards, and we have the ability to roll or rotate the forearm as we go back. We can keep it more or less the same, or we can kind of reverse roll the forearm. Well, you certainly have a lot of rotation of the forearm, which then gets the club working a lot inside and open. So if we look at the spike here that's in my arm, you can see that's pointing behind me. So what I actually want you to feel as you're going back is I want you to feel like you keep this forearm working a little bit more in an anti-clockwise direction. If you look at the spike here, it's facing more towards the camera or even slightly away from the camera, not behind. Now I've got this shaft rod here which should start to give us a reference for how the club should look as well. So if the elbow's turning slightly downwards, the forearm gets a sense of it's working in a slightly anti-clockwise direction. What that does is it takes out any of the roll. The face looks like it's pointing more at the club. The face looks like it's pointing more at the golf ball here, and I'm able to get the club in a little steeper position, which should in turn help with the downswing. So that would be one idea that I want you to sort of focus on and get a feel for. If I was hitting balls, what I'd want you to do is just start with a half to three-quarter swing, feeling this takeaway sensation here with the forearm. So again, a little bit of a reverse roll. Look, you'll feel like the left shoulder's working a little more down. Now yours tends to work kind of high and across. So you'll be a lot more kind of staying in your position here. And just from a halfway back position, I want you to hit shots as you go through where there's also no rolling of the forearm. So that would be quite an excessive roll with the elbow down. This would be one. So no roll here, no roll there, and that gets my chest and my hips a little bit more turned through the shot. So I'd just start off hitting shots like that, half, maybe building up to three-quarter swings, and really start to get a sense of how this elbow should look. A simple little tip for you is just to draw a dot or put a sticker on the kind of the inside of the fold there of the arm, and just make sure as you go back that it's pointing a little more towards the sky, which we can see there, and not behind you, which we could see there. So I'll just show you that from down the line. So again, as you go back, that dot on your arm is pointing more towards the sky. Here it's pointing more behind me. So that's your homework.